Somebody come get them. They're too old for TikTok.
Hello and welcome to Too Old for TikTok. We have a last minute substitution co-host. Ashley, friend of the pod, is joining because Catalina has no power. Luckily she's not in any of the hurricanes, which the hurricanes are really terrible. But just Ohio, a wire came down on her street and
Casual
she
Monday.
has no power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So
happy to be
welcome,
here.
Ashley.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like Catalina normally starts off like, well, my day. Debbie Downer, she's brought back up by the topic of TikToks. But yeah, I'm having more of an unwell Monday than I would like to. But, that's just the name of the game. Oh, am I not? Sorry, I'm not supposed to say it's Monday.
No, that's okay. I was just shaking my head because I'm sorry to hear your Monday is unwell. Yeah, we're gonna release this on Thursday, so a few days from now. But this week is very busy with Rosh Hashanah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a work offsite. Just people are generally unwell all around. So I think it's just an annoying time. It's October, which is crazy.
It's been one of those stretches of this past week where I actually Googled when is Mercury in retrograde. I
Mhm.
was convinced that there had to be a reason for things just going awry, but there's
You
not.
know, there's not, and we just had that moon,
Yes,
that, like,
mini
lunar moon
moon.
where things were supposed to be great, and the moon came and went, and now things are
Yeah.
just not good.
Yes.
But you know what is good? TikTok is good.
TikTok is life.
TikTok is TikToking. I went to Florida this past weekend,
Yeah, you
and it was
escaped the hurricane? Or did you get the tail end of it as it exited Florida?
we were on the East Coast,
Oh,
and the hurricane was on the West Coast, and it wasn't bad on the East Coast, but it was rainy, hot, and humid. And I tried to do my
perfect
long
for your
run.
long
I
run. That's the
texted
exact weather
you.
that you want.
Just got between getting downpoured and it being like 90% humidity. I just ended it, and I had Ben come rescue
You
me. I
gotta.
had run 9 miles, and I'm like, I just can't even come back.
You know
Nope,
what?
it's
No one
not
would call it
happening.
quits, honestly. I
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would have faulted you for going earlier than that.
Yeah, but yeah, it was less of a vacation. We visited Ben's grandpa in the hospital. I think he's doing
It's
okay.
good to
We
hear.
visited some dead people, Ben's grandma at the grave. So, it's just like, hospital and grave visits. What a fun time.
Just doing it a few days shy of like spooky month. So, you were getting ready for the season.
True. What about you? What's new with you?
Oh, since I've last been on here, I mean, constant communication with the TikTok gals that you are. My weekend was so lazy, but
That's
it
amazing.
was a perfect moment to kind of like slow down and not really set up any major plans. And it afforded me the opportunity to watch the newest special on Netflix, Nobody Wants This, with Adam Brody and Kristen Bell. And it happened too quickly. It went too fast. Did you watch?
I am all caught up as well because our lovely Florida weekend, we would go back to the hotel and watch, and then
My
we
kind of,
finished
yeah.
yesterday. And yeah, what are your thoughts? And I will preface with I haven't been seeing a lot of content on TikTok about it yet. Have you?
Well, after I finished the series specifically, I searched for it and scrolled through a ton of
Ah,
videos so that I would start getting them naturally on my For You page. So I've seen a few. And one of the things that I thought that the series was like, it was that perfect combination rom com, unbelievable romantic encounters,
silly, cozy. It was
cozy.
cozy.
It was, everyone loves Adam Brody, and I think we all forgot about him for a little while.
Yeah, he's back,
He's
and I'm glad
so
he
cute.
is. Mhm.
But one of the things that I actually really liked about the series was the music selection.
Yes. You know what I was thinking the whole time? Just how expensive the music
Oh,
budget was. I'm like, how did they get these songs? They must have paid a fortune for the licensing.
maybe I'm aging myself. I had Shazam out all the time. And some of them were songs that I knew, but I just wanted to confirm because, like, to your point, I'm not used to hearing, I don't know, like a well-known record label song on a
Popular songs.
yes. So
Yeah.
the Francis and the Lights song, that's like the one that plays behind their kiss.
Oh, yes, such a
Love.
good song.
There's a really good song by Celeste and Remy Wolf, and I was so a lot of my TikTok content has been talking about the songs that were chosen for specific scenes.
Such a good point. I think my friend Amanda had the best take, and this isn't going to give spoilers, but her beef with the show was that if you're two non-Jews from LA and you've lived in LA, you should probably know more about Jews. So that part was
So
unbelievable.
true. When she asked what Shabbat is,
Right. Like, you know what Shabbat is. Like, you have one Jewish friend you know in LA.
Dina, it didn't even cross my mind that they grew up there. She had to have been invited to a bat mitzvah or even known about one.
Yes, you know what it is, or you know what Shabbat is. You know something about Judaism. You're not living under a rock.
Exactly. And I wondered, you know, like, obviously this was loosely based on what the creator Aaron Foster's life.
Yes, yes.
Is this her experience? Like, did she not know?
I highly doubt it. So, but you know, you suspend belief for TV shows. There were other unbelievable parts of the show that happened as well. But cute little comforting show.
Yes. And like I said, it was the perfect slowdown to my weekend. That plus a foot massage with a weed gummy. Like, there's nothing better.
Oh my God. That sounds amazing. Let's get into the talks. I had included 2 TikToks that were on Catalina's For You page, but since you're subbing in, you've watched them, and I think they also went across your For You page because our algorithms are always sort of in sync.
I know. Sometimes I do wonder, you know, like, people comment and say, like, I guess there's no single unique experience on this app.
Yeah.
There is no single unique For You page. Maybe when people say I built this brick by brick and then I see it, what, I don't know. But anyways, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but Ivan's is probably a unique For You page.
And he has built that brick by brick. I trust
good job,
that.
Ivan.
Yeah, the first video that Catalina sent, I was like, oh, I totally saw this. It's about a Long Island vocabulary by that guy, Craig.
We as Long Islanders say things very differently.
Oh, me? I'm from Long Island. Fuck. Long Island. Strong. If you're talking like, oh my God, yesterday, me, my sister, we're gonna fight. Orange. You don't say orange, just so you know.
No, I said I went to the supermarket, I got some apples, I got some oranges. I had an orange.
You also went and got that theater arts degree. Cool. Carol, can you pick up this call? I really don't want to answer the phone right now. Water.
Ooh, you sounded good. You sounded very, like, regal just now.
Regal.
Where do you shop for clothes?
At the mall. Stop doing that with your lips. I can't speak.
Huge.
Huge. Craig, kill that bug. It's fucking huge. I was with the dogs and I was chocolate. I was with the dogs and I was just like crying.
Use it in a sentence.
What are they selling? Chocolate.
Long Island.
Long Island. Long Island. Well, you're making me double guess myself. Long Island. Long Island.
You're from Long Island? How
Oh,
beautiful.
it's gorgeous.
I had seen this creator too. I hadn't seen this specific video, but do you think, you know, I'm from Long Island. Do you think I have a Long Island accent?
That's a good question. I think the answer for probably most of our listeners is yes. At the scale of that woman in the video, no, but I do think sometimes there are words where it's embellished, or like when you draw out a certain word. Oh no. And I don't know.
Is that's not Long Island.
Like
that's just me being a gremlin.
That's the Delco accent.
Wait, what's Delco?
What is it? Delaware County. It's like that part of Pennsylvania where Mayor of Easton.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, with
Kate Winslet. Yes, I gotta watch.
They're like, oh no.
I think I've been told that my Long Island accent comes out more when I'm
drinking.
So when I've had a few drinks, I become very Long Island, or sometimes I switch to British.
I think I also wonder if it's specific to talking about the Jewish religion and specific events. I think it also leans into it a bit more.
It
For you.
does. Yeah. I mean, my parents have really
Yes.
big Brooklyn accents,
Love,
and
love,
Brooklyn
love.
and Long Island, I feel like they mesh together. So I'm just, the product of that.
Yeah. My college roommate, actually, I remember, well, she was my college roommate later on in college, but when I first met her, she would say my name, Ashley.
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 I feel like now it sounds like your
Ashley, friend
mom.
of the pod.
Ashley. Ashley.
I love that.
Like now it's endearing when I hear it pronounced that way, but at the time I was like, it's Ashley.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right, next, continuing a trend we talked about, it's an audio trend, and it's, you're somewhere, and I hope they play a certain song. That's the format of the video. And it usually has to do with
It's
Chapel
usually
Roan.
hot to go.
It's usually hot to go. Yeah. So we have an example by really.tall.guy.
I hope she plays hot to go. Adam, you're in your living room by yourself. Something has changed with it.
Now, this is very Catalina because Defying Gravity
Brick by brick.
is, yes, her song. This is very perfect. And then I actually got one on my For You page by Liverooney.
I hope she plays hot to go. Actually, she's just canceled both shows at All Things Go. No.
So this whole Chapel controversy is really all over my For You page. And I'm seeing both sides. I'm seeing people saying, I care about mental health, but look at Taylor Swift. She doesn't cancel on a job. And look, I'm a teacher. If I have a mental health day, I can't take off a day. And so I see that side, and I see the side where it says good for her. She didn't expect this fame. And you know what? I don't really have a strong opinion on it. I feel like I need to know more context about what's going on with her before I can form and say what's right and what's wrong.
I feel the same way. I was actually at a dinner yesterday, and the topic of conversation at the table turned to Chapel Roan, and actually referencing another one of the videos that we're going to talk about with SNL. But I was asked what my take was, and gosh, I'm scared to share it here because
please do.
Well, I said at the time, I didn't know about her canceling her shows. I just want to caveat that part. So the mental health bit had not come out yet. This was specifically about her lack of endorsing a candidate, but talking about who she was voting for, the whole waffling back and forth thing. And I said, where she's at personally right now, it's a little messy for me, but I love her music. And I feel like that's going to make me sound insensitive.
No, I could get on board with that. It is quite messy because it leaves people in this place of questioning her as an artist, her as a person.
Catalina actually brought up something really interesting when you were talking about people comparing her to Taylor Swift. So after I had gone to the VMAs, yes, that's right. You heard that right, everybody.
Yes.
I remember I was sharing with you how I said Taylor Swift came to the VMAs, which first of all is just amazing that she still comes to this. She walked the red carpet. She sat through the 3-hour show. She stayed till the very last award, of which she won, of course. She was photographed at an after party. I was like, this girl don't quit. And Catalina goes, she's a workaholic. And I think that's important to know.
Interesting.
Because when you were people are saying how Taylor wouldn't have canceled. No. Because Taylor, think about a workaholic. Those were the people that pre-COVID got the flu and went to the office and gave it to everybody.
Right. So it doesn't make it right
exactly
what Taylor's doing. Right. And it doesn't make it wrong what Chapel's doing.
Yeah. But I would have been so bummed to have gone to the All Things Go festival with her as the headliner.
And then she's not there.
She ain't there.
So. Yeah. I'd like to add my spin on the audio trend, which I'm going to try to do at my wedding. So it's going to be, I hope they play the Schindler's List theme song. And then Catalina or you will say, Dina, it's your wedding. And then cut to them playing the Schindler's List theme song. So that's a video, forthcoming after the wedding.
Wait, and this is going to be a live band play.
Oh, I have to request that they play.
They have to learn it,
so they know it. Yes, exactly. A lot of thought has gone into this.
Wait, I've seen this, by the way. I've seen people do this before where they have hired someone to be a content creator at their wedding. This is for, like
Influencers.
yes, major
or,
influencers.
people
But I do
obsessed with
think
social
we
media,
need to start making a list of things either for your bachelorette party or for your wedding that we need to hit.
Absolutely.
Trends we need to hit, and then
Content that needs to be
content that needs to
created.
be captured. Yes.
You know, it'll start a
Sorry,
little
not
Google
yeah,
Doc.
content.
Just, we have things to look forward to in terms of making
Oh,
content
I'm ready.
at my wedding.
I'm not going to
It's
be
great.
ready for the Schindler's List score, but
Why not?
I don't know that I'd be able to pick it up. Do I know it?
Yeah, that's the thing. No, not many people would know it. It's
That's
just, like,
not a
kind of
flex. I want to
sad
be like,
theme
yeah, I
song.
totally know that song. 2 beats. 2 beats. That's all I
And you're
need.
twerking to it. Oh my God. Oh, one other video I saw that was on my For You page was, I hope they play the Survivor theme song. And the girl says,
Oh,
this is your wedding. And then they played the Survivor theme song at this person's wedding, which I thought was
I
also
like
really
that.
funny.
That I
Yeah.
would get. That's a good one.
Moving on, we have a video by Your Finest Pardon.
That was hard.
What can I read?
I'm sorry, but can you try to imagine understanding pop culture right now if you were not on this app? Like, if you watched SNL last night and you were trying to understand the, like, Moo Dang Chapel Roan crossover, or, like, the Charlie XCX trying to explain Brad, even, like, trying to, being at that concert and, like, trying to explain the Dolphins, some days it just feels like we're all in this, like, really exclusive club where we, like, understand all these insane inside jokes, and then other people are like, I don't get it, and you look at them and you're like, I can't even explain the, like, 7 layers deep I am in on this and, like, why this matters to somebody who doesn't know the first start. Do you know what I mean?
So this sums up TikTok this week, I think. It touches upon SNL, which I know, Ashley, you sent us the video of the Moo Dang SNL skit, which was perfection.
Bowen Yang has to have been responsible for that. Like Las Culturistas, SNL has to be so fortunate that he is on their cast and a writer.
Oh yeah, that was perfect. But again, like, to this creator's point, like, if you aren't on TikTok or aren't chronically online, you would not understand any of that.
No, again, at this dinner that I was at last night, it was both of my cousins were present and so was my sister. And so we sent TikToks, but one of my cousins doesn't have it. And we were talking about the skit on SNL. And I was referencing, like, a TikTok that I saw because I did not watch Saturday Night Live. And we started chanting, like, get the talk, get the talk. Because at this point, you got to stay relevant in the cousins chat. Kid table.
Yeah. And also, you used to be able to watch videos if you didn't have an account. Yeah, but now you can't. You got to get an account. You just have to be on TikTok. No excuse.
I think I've shown too many reasons why you need it for someone to come to me with an excuse that's valid.
No excuse. Yeah. Speaking of your sister, did you send her? I sent you multiple videos of Chili's content, Chili's the restaurant, to send to her, which I have her number, so I should just send them to her directly.
Okay, I did, and we talked about it, and one of them I was confused by the trend where it says, I don't think I'm going to like this, and then it's the girl at Chili's, and she's like, I think I'm going to like this.
And then she's housing Chili's.
Yes. Okay, my sister thought that this was a trend that originated from making fun of JoJo Siwa, but I thought it was just a random girl on TikTok that started the trend.
Oh, you know what? I think it could be JoJo Siwa. That sounds right. It sounds like something JoJo Siwa would say.
I watched a video though of a girl be like, "This was me. I started this trend." So it was a discussion that we had in the car where I was like, "Oh, you didn't respond to it." And she's like, "Yes, I did. I said I feel bad for JoJo." And then that led to a real rabbit hole with us talking about JoJo Siwa, childhood trauma.
Yeah, I guess. Did you watch that documentary about child stars? Oh, your sister must have, because JoJo is on it.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do it.
It wasn't that depressing because it was from Demi Lovato's point of view, and she was producing it and interviewing. So she interviewed JoJo. Okay. She interviewed.
I did hear about that. Sorry,
Christina Ricci. Yeah,
was it the guy from That's So Raven was on it too?
Raven Simone.
No, not
was interviewed.
No, but I thought that the other guy that was on it.
No, but Raven herself.
Okay. Oh, I mean, yeah, she's a bigger draw.
Yeah, yeah. Check it out. That one was pretty good.
Yeah, I would watch that. Memory lane, but like sad.
Yeah. But
It's okay.
and that's the thing about TikTok. You don't know who started a trend. It's really hard. Was it JoJo or was it this girl who's claiming to start the trend? It's hard to track back.
I have a question. When we were talking about like you don't know what you're gonna get on TikTok and sometimes it's depressing shit. Are you the type of person, how do you end your TikTok scroll for the night? What kind of video do you have to end on, or are you not someone who has a requirement?
I don't have a requirement. It's really like what's going on in my mind. Like if it's really late, I'm like, you just need to get the fuck off your phone.
You have the
And I don't
willpower to
have a
just shut it off.
requirement.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll be scrolling till 5 a.m. every morning. So yeah, no requirement. Do you?
I like to end on a funny, like
Okay, so you have to end on a funny.
or something that just like really piqued my interest, and I was
yeah,
like, you know
a good
what?
one.
I'm satisfied. I feel like I ate.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
I know.
Addicting.
That's how I am on the dating apps. I'm like, I have to keep scrolling until there's someone I am remotely attracted to.
That's how I am at the casino. The casino, you just keep playing until you win. That's the whole addicting nature.
Wow. Okay. We are describing addiction.
Are we addicts? Maybe.
Oh.
All right, let's move on to filters. I keep getting the Pixar filter, and it just takes usually a baby or a dog, and it creates them as Pixar people.
Mhm.
Some are really cute, so I started liking them, and then I thought, well, this would be a great idea to do with my turtle, Little D. The AI,
Oh my gosh. AI did not.
yeah, it did not work.
The A was not intelligent at all.
They basically just made Little D into a big fat bird.
What did I say? I was like, she. Well, I never remember the gender. I'm sorry.
It's okay if you misgender.
She's never looked better.
Yeah, I think you said the reimagination.
Yes.
Reimagining.
See, I kept it gender neutral.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to our food section. Catalina sent this to me. It was not on my For You page, but it's a video by
Ballyherns.
Thank you.
Yesterday, I took a watermelon and I baked it for 3 hours. Baked watermelon is actually a recipe in my book. It makes for really good tuna. I'm gonna remove all this skin. I put this in a bowl. I'm gonna marinate it. It's been 30 minutes. I'm gonna throw 2 on there. Slow roasted watermelon makes the best mock fish. I tried to get everything in one bite.
Didn't watch, couldn't watch, started 2 seconds in. I told you ahead of time, I go, there's one video I didn't watch and you'll have to hear about it.
And let me ask you, was it because you thought it was tuna fish? Like tuna fish, like with mayo, a tuna salad?
Okay, yes. However, then I clicked on the video because I was like, okay, let's see what this is going to be like. The second I saw her with a roasted watermelon,
a whole ass watermelon,
I just didn't want to see how tuna got involved. You know,
as soon as I saw the word tuna, I thought tuna salad. I thought mayo. I thought I was in my nose. I was smelling tuna fish, but no, it's the watermelon. You know how it has a nice color, a nice red color, like an ahi tuna. So it looks like a piece of ahi tuna fish.
But why did she roast it?
Because she seasoned it like she would season a fish.
Ew.
So the texture, it's warm.
Ew.
And
this is getting more disgusting than if she were to add mayo to watermelon. Absolutely pass. Swipe. Scroll.
I thought it was a joke, which is why I watched it. And a lot of the comments, everyone said this, just eat fish, or just this. I thought this was a joke. This can't be real. But you know what?
She was like, guys, I know how to not get mercury poisoning.
Yeah, exactly. It looked good. Like her presentation was actually beautiful once she cut out that, I want to say rotting watermelon, but it's not. It's just baked. And it looked beautiful. She was eating it with some like rice or quinoa. I don't know. It looked good.
I'm going to stay sus.
Yeah, hard pass. I like a cold watermelon, not a warm watermelon.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have brands on TikTok. And I got a video on my For You page by Eldoni Pepperoni.
Eldoni Pepperoni. Oh my goodness.
I can't read today.
I mean,
I'm struggling.
You did read it right. I just have to imagine that this man's name
I think
rhymes
you're
with
right.
pepperoni.
Do you think Gap's PR team knew that this commercial was going to eat so hard? Or do you think they were like, this would be a fun little quirky little commercial, and then now all of TikTok's going,
So immediately I said, what's going on with the Gap?
Yeah.
So I go over and I Google the Gap ad. It's really just these amazing dancers all wearing Gap clothing.
Troy.
Is that a dancer I should
Troy
know?
Sivan.
Oh, that's Troy Sivan. See, you know what? I don't know what he looks like.
That.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
That
Now
was
I
an
feel
Owen
dumb.
Wilson. Wow.
Wow.
I was going to ask if you had gotten the Gap video before this or if you had to go find it after.
I
like when TikTok feeds me the content before I see the reaction video, but I agree. I had to also seek it out after this.
Yeah. What did you think of it? Did it make you want to buy Gap stuff?
They're kind of coming back. I mean, it reminds me of the old, I think there were Fall Into the Gap commercials that had a little jingle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was fun.
And there were lots of, I feel like they used to focus on one color and they would do a whole commercial brand campaign around it. And it's reminding me a little bit of the 90s era, like with Old Navy Tech Fest and performance fleeces.
Yes. Oh, those performance fleeces. The Gap commercial reminded me of the Apple commercial from back in the day when the iPod came out. Even though those weren't real people, it was just like a really good song with bright colors and cool movement.
But they would. I feel like when they started to introduce more versions of the iPod, they would have dancers walking around and dancing and doing like...
I remember a lot of silhouettes.
Yes. Yes, I do too. But remember when they first came out with AirPods? That commercial was sick because it was trying to show you like these are the first cordless headphones that you can wear.
Yeah.
And they would be dancing upside down.
Oh, which, you know what? Unrealistic. That shit falls out of your ear. Actually, I have a bone to pick with Apple because I lost my wired headphones. So now I'm back on wireless headphones and I hate it. I'm going to buy myself another pair of wired headphones. I can't do the wireless.
What do you wear when you run?
Oh, my Power Beats.
Oh, okay. That's what
not Apple. Yeah. And those, those stick
but
in
you're
my
a
ear.
wired gal normally. Why wire?
Yeah.
Why wire?
Because these damn wireless ones, the Bluetooth cuts out. They don't charge correctly. It's just wired, it's
sounds
really
like
reliable.
Some shady product. I guess it's not Mr. Jobs anymore, but
R.I.P. Mr.
Rip.
Jobs.
Yeah, I'm not a Buds gal either. I need the wraparound bit for these ears.
And for work, I think you use like the McDonald's drive-through headphones, right? I've seen you in them.
Yeah, it's a little like an operator, where it's actually only one ear is covered because I don't know. I need to be aware of my surroundings because I have a loud voice. I'm not sure.
You do, but that's what fast food takeout they do the drive-through. They have the one ear.
Order.
Yeah. You know who was in that child star movie too?
Kel.
Was Kenan.
Oh, Kenan.
Not Kel.
Wow,
Kenan.
that's a big name.
Yeah.
Is he still on SNL?
He is. Do you know, this is always a good trivia fact. He is the longest running castmate of SNL ever out of any of the eras. He's the longest running.
Ow. He's got to be what, like 15 years or something?
Let's look this up.
That's a good trivia. That is a good trivia. I'm sorry, I just said that and then reaffirmed myself.
So Kenan Thompson has been on SNL since 2003.
What? Wait,
So
no! I thought he was
20 years.
He was still doing Good Burger at that point.
No, we were past Good Burger and all that.
Wow, we were in high school and he was on SNL. I didn't realize that.
Oh, I'm looking up how old he is.
He's also aged phenomenally.
Oh, he looks not a day over 18. He's 46 years old.
Wow.
I thought he was our age.
My funny story about this, my friends were on a bachelorette party in Newport and apparently they were like going into a bar or club there and Kenan was there and he befriended them and he was amazing. He was buying them drinks. I think he was hitting on them until he realized that like most of the women were taken. But someone sent a selfie with him. He could have been on all that. That's how old he looked.
Yeah, he hasn't aged one bit. Him and Paul Rudd, we need their skincare regimens.
Agree. Well,
the two of them.
Some of them, it's definitely just work for sure.
Yeah, but not Keenan and Paul.
I was like Keenan and Kel. Like, who's
Laura.
Paul? Oh.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of this quick episode. Thank you, Ashley, friend of the pod, for stepping in for Catalina in her time of need.
You are so welcome. It's a pleasure to do this show with you. At some point, I'll do it with Catalina again, hopefully.
Yeah, we hope so. Things to look forward
Yeah.
to. All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.